The story of Xinjiang megaprojects is more than construction, it is transformation on a massive scale. From tunnels drilled deep beneath snowbound mountains to colossal solar farms blooming in the desert, Xinjiang is rewriting its role on the global stage. These projects aren't isolated. They are pieces of a bigger plan, reshaping trade, energy, and connectivity far beyond the region's borders. If you want to understand how Chinese megaprojects are shifting global dynamics, you cannot ignore Xinjiang. The Xinjiang megaprojects driving development have set the region on a rapid course toward becoming the core of the Silk Road economic belt. Hundreds of new ventures were launched, with one of the most ambitious being a 342-kilometer expressway linking Urumqi and Altai. This road, once finished, will cut travel between the two cities to just 3 hours, tightening internal ties while boosting commerce. At the same time, the Altai passport is undergoing a major upgrade, reinforcing Xinjiang's role as a freight hub for China-Europe trains. The investment, reaching nearly 2 billion yuan, promises a 10% increase in freight train capacity. These developments echo across communities as housing is renovated in Turpan, farmers in Kashgar gain clean energy, and ecological restoration paints deserts green. Local industries are also benefiting, as better transport corridors open faster routes for goods to reach domestic and international markets. Education and healthcare improvements are being tied into the same infrastructure push, showing that growth is not limited to roads and railways alone. Step by step, Chinese megaprojects in Xinjiang are turning the region into a modern hub that blends connectivity, sustainability, and social progress. The completion of the Tianshan-Shengli Tunnel marks a defining moment for Xinjiang megaprojects. At 22.13 kilometers long, it has claimed the record as the world's longest expressway tunnel, bored through snow-heavy, fault-ridden mountains more than 3,000 meters above sea level. 4 years, crossing this rugged terrain on National Highway 216 meant a 3-hour struggle. The tunnel has cut this journey to just 20 minutes. Built by over 3,000 workers using groundbreaking techniques, the project overcame 16 fault zones and some of the harshest conditions on Earth. Once linked to the Urumqi Expressway, travel times between Urumqi and Korla will shrink from 7 hours to 3, lowering transportation costs by 15%. This is more than a tunnel. It is an engineering feat that underscores how Chinese megaprojects are redrawing the map of connectivity, turning remote regions into fast-moving corridors of trade. Among the most striking Xinjiang megaprojects is the launch of a 4-gigawatt photovoltaic power facility in Ruoqiang. Set on the southeastern edge of the Taklamakan Desert, this massive solar farm stands as one of the largest in the country. Its sheer scale transforms barren desert into a clean energy hub, demonstrating China's strategy of turning harsh landscapes into resources of power. Unlike small projects, this plant directly addresses national energy demand while supplying the region with a sustainable backbone for growth. It also highlights how Chinese megaprojects are extending beyond concrete and steel, becoming central players in global renewable energy. This desert project, now grid-connected, symbolizes a future where solar fields replace sand dunes and where energy security comes from the brilliance of the sun rather than fossil fuels. In Fukang, another of the bold Xinjiang megaprojects has taken shape with the capping of a 189-meter solar tower, dubbed the Desert Sunflower. This plant, part of the Luoning Solar Thermal Project, will generate 100,000 kilowatts, enough to supply power for 80,000 homes. Beyond providing electricity, it will cut coal use by 40,000 tons and reduce carbon emissions by 140,000 tons every year. Though impressive in size, it is only a fraction of a broader million-kilowatt clean energy base being built across the region. Already 70% of the heliostats, sun-tracking mirrors, are in place, reflecting Xinjiang's shift toward advanced clean energy systems. By marrying technology with geography, Chinese megaprojects like this tower are reimagining deserts not as wastelands but as powerful sources of energy for future generations. Not all Xinjiang megaprojects are about roads and solar farms. In Xinyuan County, China built the country's largest Beidou-based positioning network for the electricity sector. With over 590 base stations now active, the system allows drones to inspect power lines with centimeter-level accuracy and create millimeter-level images of critical equipment. This leap in precision means faster, safer, and more reliable grid monitoring. Even in areas with no telecommunication signals, drones linked to the Beidou network can send short messages, ensuring data is never lost. By pairing satellite technology with local infrastructure, Chinese megaprojects show how advanced navigation systems are strengthening Xinjiang's ability to power its industries while pushing the boundaries of grid intelligence. Among the most ambitious Xinjiang megaprojects is a 2,290-kilometer ultra-high voltage transmission line from Hami to Chongqing. Costing nearly 29 billion yuan, the line carries clean energy across 5 provinces, with more than half of the electricity generated from wind and solar sources. This project not only advances China's pledge toward carbon neutrality but also promises to cut Chongqing's carbon output by over 16 million tons. By creating 20,000 jobs and spurring additional investments, it boosts both environment and economy. The power line is more than a cable. It is a living symbol of how Chinese megaprojects blend green development with national energy security, weaving together regions separated by vast distances into a single grid of shared prosperity. Four expressways opening in Hami City illustrate the expanding network of Xinjiang megaprojects. The S519 highway now links Wutongdequan with Shiquanzi across 80 kilometers, connecting seamlessly with the Beijing-Xinjiang and Lianyungang-Korgos expressways. At the same time, sections of G331, G312, and S238 became operational, collectively transforming the transport landscape of eastern Xinjiang. These roads are more than asphalt. They are lifelines connecting industries, trade, and communities. By reducing travel times and creating new trade routes, Chinese megaprojects in transportation are breaking barriers of distance. Not all Xinjiang megaprojects are visible on the surface. Beneath the Tarim Basin, a 100 million-ton oil and gas reserve was uncovered, adding a powerful new chapter to the region's energy story. Discovered by Sinopec, China's largest oil refiner, this find bolsters energy security and strengthens the nation's ability to meet rising demands. It is not only about reserves but about stability, capacity, and strategy. As China works to reduce dependence on imports, this discovery gives the Tarim Basin fresh importance. By anchoring energy supply in Xinjiang, Chinese megaprojects highlight the region's dual role as both a clean energy pioneer and a cornerstone of traditional energy security. Tourism also benefits from Xinjiang megaprojects, as seen in the opening of the Ahe Highway. Stretching 209 kilometers, it connects Altai City to the stunning Kanas Scenic area, cutting travel times by more than 2 hours. Dubbed the most beautiful self-driving road in northern Xinjiang, the route takes travelers past snow-covered peaks, deep forests, and vast grasslands. Five service stations, dozens of parking lots, and observation decks make the journey smoother while drawing in hundreds of thousands of visitors. Still, gas and charging stations are under construction, urging travelers to prepare before setting off. This road is more than a convenience. It is a window into Xinjiang's natural beauty, made possible by the vision of Chinese megaprojects. the role of Xinjiang megaprojects extends beyond construction and energy. With the largest number of land ports in China, the region is evolving into a gateway of trade and travel. These ports handle growing volumes of goods and people, reinforcing Xinjiang's position as a hub of global connectivity. By modernizing ports and strengthening logistics, the region is actively shaping international exchange. This isn't just about moving goods across borders. It is about knitting China more deeply into global supply chains. As Chinese megaprojects expand trade flows, Xinjiang's land ports are proving to be both engines of growth and symbols of openness in a rapidly shifting world economy. New digital customs systems are being introduced to speed up clearance and reduce bottlenecks, making cross-border trade more efficient. Expanded storage and cold chain facilities ensure perishable goods from Central Asia and Europe reach markets in peak condition. Passenger flows are also rising, with travelers using Xinjiang as a bridge between East and West. This renewed connectivity is drawing foreign investment and encouraging regional partnerships.